how are you this? I don't understand how he is this person. I don't understand it. On the one hand, he literally has slammed himself into the liberal Zionist position. On the other hand, he will prop up a swagged up, quirked up white boy with a Nazi tattoo who says Israel's committing a genocide. So cute, my little Hasanito. Like, for people who are already predisposed with like, oh, this guy's a bad guy, he's fake, he's phony. For you, obviously, it doesn't. This is just an "I told you so" moment. For me, it's like, holy bro, this doesn't get any worse. I mean, quite literally, it doesn't get any worse. It's not even a sort of Nazi tattoo. No, it's just like a straight up. It is a straight up Nazi tattoo. Like, no questions about it. It's probably the third or fourth most common Nazi tattoo beyond like the double bolts and the swastika. You know what I mean? Like, swastika is the most obvious one. Double thunderbolts, unless you're Taylor Swift selling a merchandise, is like pretty common. But I would say that like the totem cough one is just like the most insane one. This is more serious than a milkshake duck, but this is just a straightforward milkshake duck. Maybe he lost a bet. I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. I haven't even looked into his explainer as to what this is. But it's crazy because like, how the fuck do you not cover that up, man? What are you, nuts? Like, that is the most insane thing. Anyway, we'll do that in a little bit. We'll get into it a little bit. Like, a big part of the reason why I was like on board with him being a genuine person who has like changed and reflected on his like service and stuff like that is one, because I'm not one of those people that insta locks bad behavior or cynicism. But most significantly, it was because like he's a Majority Report fan. He's a Michael Brooks fan. So when you see stuff like that, my expectation is that, you know, this guy, it just doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of stuff that he is thrown around that makes no fucking sense, especially considering that, especially considering his background, right? Like, nobody comes out and is like, hey, I'm going to be a Medicare for all championing, Israel is doing a genocide saying candidate. Because if that was the case, like, if people, like, when people go, oh, this is like an op, this is a psyop to divide the left, I'm like, brother, have you seen the left? Have you seen the left? We do not need any psyops to divide us. We hate the left, okay? Everybody hates each other. There's no psyop necessary. People have already decided to psyop themselves for free 99. So for me, I like to weigh out all of the different alternatives here. And for me, up until this incident, okay, up until this, which is major, because I think like I'm trying to understand like what is going on. I'm trying to understand what is going on in the mindset of a person that like that goes through this like lived experience. Like, how the fuck do you arrive at like the positions you arrive at? But it's pretty crazy, and I think I need to hear his defense of it. But I assume that this is indefensible. Like, what are we doing? This is like how do you not cover that, my man? How the fuck do you not cover that? It just doesn't make sense with any of the other shit that he has presented himself as in his private moments, in his public moments. A guy like this could, if he wanted to, he could just as easily be like, I'm right wing. I'm a fucking combat veteran. I'm hoorah, baby. I'm right wing. You know, he could run in Maine as a right wing guy and probably get a lot of clout. You know what I mean? It was just, I didn't know what it was. I mean, okay, guys, not knowing what the tattoo is when you're initially getting it in Croatia, because some people were saying he was drunk in Croatia, he got the tattoo. That's one thing. Keeping it on your chest without a single person being like, hey, dog, you got a Nazi tattoo on your titty. What the is that about? For like 15 years is crazy. Okay? That, like, you don't have a single friend. You didn't have nobody out there who was like, what the is on your chest, my boy? What the hell? That's crazy. Come on now. Come on, dude. Like, yeah, sure, you didn't know what a totem cough is. Okay, sure, fine. Okay, I guess you don't know. That's one thing. But nobody was like, brother, you need to take care of that ASAP Rocky. Like, this is literally a jailable offense in many European countries. Like, what he has as a tattoo, I need you to understand. He don't got friends. He on Reddit. To be fair, all of this is stemming from him being a Redditor. I'm gonna be honest. Plattner's political director who resigned waited on the tattoo. Plattner's political director who resigned over his Reddit post weighs in on the tattoo. Okay, but I don't place a lot of emphasis on this person's attitude because, like, the Reddit posts are nothing in comparison to, like, even the black people don't tip thing was literally like one of those like Reddit posts that I thought he was being racist on, but he was just straight up asking on one of those like, what would you be able to ask if you felt like there was no like, it was one of, I forget what Reddit it was, but it was not even like as bad as I initially thought it was. Anyway, let's just get fucking started. How do you fucking lose every single dumbass wink and nod for Nazi? Is a skull and crossbones on a jar head? What the fuck's the problem? Dude, come on. Okay? Come on. It's not like he had the fucking tattoo for like a week. Okay? He had the tattoo since 2007. Are you fucking kidding me? Young Thug defends James Harden for wearing a pro-police face mask. He don't have internet. Yeah, Bernie's about to come out and be like, I don't know what happened. A swastika is less meaning than this one, chat? No, that's not true. Everybody knows what a fucking swastika is. Come on. No. The swastika is the most recognizable. That's why I said the swastika is the most recognizable. The dual thunderbolts is the second most recognizable. And then, like, I would say the totem cough is the third most recognizable tattoo for neo-Nazis. Okay? But I just, like I said, how the fuck do you have that on your chest, brother? No, the black sun is not even as recognizable, brother. What are you talking about? This is the fucking totem cough. No, that is like one of the, you don't have to be a nerd, dude. You don't have to be a nerd to know. I'm saying in the most insane circumstance where this guy simultaneously is the most woke and open-minded guy, but also is the dumbest person on the planet, where he was like, oh, what is this, a pirate thing? How the fuck did nobody tell him? I mean, come on, man. Are we serious? Are we actually being for real right now? This is crazy. Like, if you want to vote for Graham Plattner in spite of all this, fine. Like, you make that assessment on your own. But like, but come on. That's a crazy fucking take, dude. Ugh. Bernie Sanders just told us he's still standing behind Graham Plattner. His campaign is dogged by controversy in the Senate race. I personally think he's an excellent candidate. I'm going to support him and look forward to him becoming the next senator in the state of Maine, he said. It is pretty wild for Bernie to do that. I'm going to be honest. Motherfucker, how are you this? I don't understand how he is this person. I don't understand it. On the one hand, he literally has slammed himself into the liberal Zionist position. On the other hand, he will prop up a swagged up, quirked up white boy with a Nazi tattoo who says Israel's committing a genocide and will be firmly committed to him. None of this makes sense to me. I mean, respect. But it's just like, like Bernie, as I've told you guys before, as I've told you guys time and time again, Bernie's the type of dude who will just be like, I don't care about anything. As long as this guy is like pro Medicare for all, I'm on board, right? He's that type of dude. He's very stubborn. And as I told you time and time again, it is very interesting to see like how much Bernie will commit to people who are openly anti-Zionist, for example, that are like Bernie will defend open anti-Zionists all the way to the end, even if he himself is not one. It just doesn't make any sense. It's very interesting. It's very confusing. Anyway, weren't you asking for this yesterday in response to leaked text? But this time there's actually actual shit on the Dem side. Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, I kind of like that there are people who are still firmly committed to this guy. On the other hand, my own personal assessment is like been all over the place. Okay. My own personal assessment has been all over the place, I will admit. And if you're wondering why, like, if you're wondering why Majority Report is defending him and why all these other people are defending him who have talked to him, it's because people think he's legit. Like, people think he is legit a guy who just went through these experiences and is and isn't who a lot of people present him as. Like, he's not like a fucking jarhead op federal agent. That he is just like, this is who he is. He is just I can't get over it, man. This is so dumb. I cannot fucking get over it. That is crazy. How the fuck? Like, his format is so perfect, okay? Guy who served, guy who was a fucking jarhead, and then like obviously experiences like discontent, realizes he's like disillusioned by it all. If he hadn't gone the Blackwater route, I would not have any issues whatsoever defending him, right? Like, if he did 4 fucking tours and he came out of that being like, dude, what the fuck was I doing? I had no other options, but this shit sucks, and became like an open anti-war veteran type of guy. Perfect guy for the left, okay? Perfect. But then he has fucking Blackwater on the stain as a major stain on his reputation. And then the Reddit stuff I didn't give a shit about. I don't care about that even remotely. A lot of people tried to like make that a big deal. I don't care. Suck my dick. Yeah, he said he said anti-woke, like somewhat anti-woke shit as a fucking jarhead in 2012, as opposed to like how woke he became in 2020. And I don't give a shit about that at all. Right? But 15 years of a Nazi tattoo. What are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing, man? How do you just have that on your chest for fucking 15 goddamn years and you don't know what the fuck that is? Like, it does. Ugh. What? What is that? What is that? Now, it sucks because like all of my ops are his ops as well. And it's like, it's this weird predicament where like, this is indefensible shit, but also at the same time, I can't help but feel as though, Josh Kraushaar of Jewish Insider is obviously fucking doing this, not because like he thinks Graham Plattner is a Fed. Don't be stupid now. This is Matthew Castle and Josh Kraushaar are my ops at Jewish Insider. They are Zoran's major ops as well. They're my major ops as well. They constantly fucking write articles about my ass too. It's because he's anti-Israel that they're like really farming this shit. Because if you had a situation where a Republican was outed for something like this, they would never even cover it. They would be like, oh, who cares? Right? If he was a Fed, and if people actually saw him as like no threat whatsoever, but like a psyop or some shit like that, then they wouldn't be doing this. I'm really scared for him to win and Fetty out because of the purity testing for future candidates will be insurmountable. I don't even, he knows, man, if you have a tattoo, you know the symbolism. That's the whole point of tattoos. If he didn't know when he first got it, he would have looked it up after. No, I know. There's 0% chance that this dude for 15 fucking years never encountered another human being that went, hey, oddly specific Nazi tattoo you have on your chest there. What is more shocking to me, about all of this is that he doesn't have a single blemish on his fucking private internet correspondence that even remotely leans into Nazi shit. Like, not even a little bit. How is that possible? Like, this motherfucker was on Reddit, chat. In 2020, if you have in 2020, he was 13 years in to having a totem cough tattoo on his titty. Okay? How the fuck did he not even a little bit say stuff like, Black Lives Matter is really fucked up, don't you think? Like, not even like a All Lives Matter post. Nothing. How is that possible? Is this the American median voter? Is this where we're at? Because like Tyson Brody also points to this. One thing we do have on Platinum is roughly 15 years of pretty unrestrained posting without any sign of actual flirtation with right-wing politics. Maybe more comes out, but as of now, inclined to believe Drunk Grunt got cool skull tattoo, kind of like Harden with a Punisher mask. I mean, there's not even one anti-immigrant post I've seen floated around. Pretty revealing on that alone, given the past decade and a half. Like, that is insane to me. That is insane to me. I don't understand how people, like, for me, I like to think I kind of understand the normie mindset, right? I kind of understand the normie mindset a little bit. How the fuck do you get like this seems like a meme. Oh, dude, what the fuck? The swastika tattoo? I thought it was like cool. I thought that shit went hard, bro. Like, that's why I got it. I didn't fucking realize this was bad. Like, how? The PSA video will lock you into your initial reaction? Like, I don't get it. I don't get how you just do that. I don't get how you do that. It is mind-boggling to me. In some ways, I like that in a weird way. I like the Democrats are like experiencing some kind of like discipline on this, where they're like, we don't give a fuck. Like on a purely amoral political grounds, on a purely amoral, like, we're playing politics, who gives a fuck style attitude. It's not bad, but I don't. Fuck you mean we don't give a fuck? That's bad. No, Nazis in office is not good. He hit his power level, or he's just that stupid, brother. No one hides their power level like that, because getting a tattoo like that is the opposite of hiding your power level. A guy that has this tattoo, that has this background, should have at some point been like, yeah, I think them migrants are bad. Yeah, all lives matter. This motherfucker was like, Trump supporters are racist. We need an armed revolution. What the fuck? There is no way a dude that was getting a fucking totem cough tattoo is gonna be that quiet about their fucking perspective. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Okay. It makes no sense, because I look at situations like this and I weigh all the options. On the super left, you have the people who are like, this is a Fed, this is a John Fetterman situation, this is a psyop, right? This guy is obviously a mercenary. He was designed in a lab to make leftist brains break completely, and he's there to like divide the left, right? And I don't put a lot of emphasis on this stuff because personally, I think that's kind of dumb because like the left has no motion, right? Like we can't even do entryism into the fucking Democratic Party at a time when the Democrats are just like unimaginably weak, right? So I like to personally weigh. I like to personally lean into what I think is the most likely reality here. Like, what is the most likely outcome? Okay. But I have never in my life seen someone who has thrown so many different fucking haymakers. Like, he is impossible to fucking decipher. Straight up. And I know that sounds like a cop-out for a lot of people who have already made up their minds because, like, obviously, dude, he's fucking Blackwater mercenary, literally has a fucking Nazi tattoo. And you've already been like, oh, yeah, the left is experiencing, like, COINTELPRO again or some shit, right? Because you think that there is that much motion. But I truly don't understand when I, like, weigh all of his output, his own personal like ideological journey, and where he is, like what he is launched his campaign as, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
天上太阳风呀风通通的，心中太阳是毛泽东的，他领导我们的接班嘞，正义本身当家做主人，一呀一自由，两呀自由啊。